So here we are, moored up in St. Peter Port. Great little spot, nice town, capital of Guernsey. Had a long day sail to get here, but fantastic to be here. Got a nice berth in Victoria Marina, which is essentially in the middle of town, very different from Weird Quay. And yeah, going to check it all out. Loads of great things to do. Going to spend a couple of days here hanging out, and then continue our journey.
So I'm standing in front of the house that Victor Hugo lived. He actually wrote Les Miserables here. He was exiled to Guernsey for 19 years. It's a strange place to be, Guernsey, because it's English in the sense that it belongs to the British Isles, but it's not part of the UK. And it obviously has a really strong French history, being so close to France. I think a lot of the Huguenots, the French Protestants, came here when they were being persecuted by the Catholics in France. And here all the street names are both in French and English. You have blue letter boxes, and the food is both French and English. So it's quite a fascinating place, and really quite fun. We came from there yesterday. That's where the tide comes round, which made our journey a lot faster than going the shorter route from there, where the tide would have been against us. It was beautiful.
We spend a relaxed couple of days on Guernsey, doing the tourist thing. And make an early morning start to continue our journey to Brittany. So the plan is we're heading towards Les Ardeux. We've just left St. Peter Port. We're trying to get an early start, so we came out of the Victoria Marina, which is tidal, so we could get away before high tide. Probably got quite a long journey because there's not much wind, but it's probably about 50 miles realistically. We're going to have to go round about a little bit to ride the tides and try and catch the wind. So, you know, it's going to be 10, 11 hour day, but we've left at 7 a.m. So, touch wood, we'll be all right. Anyway, that's the plan, but we've got a few bailout ports if need to be, so we'll just see how we get on. The wind is minimal. At one point we get the cruising chute out, but it doesn't do much. Still, we make steady progress. Okay, we're approaching the coast of Brittany. Amazing! Come across from Guernsey, taking about 8 hours to get to here. Probably another couple of hours up the river to Les Ardeux.
Well, here we are, arriving at the Drieux River. It's been really smooth. We're going against the tide at the moment, so it's quite slow going on this last bit. But we're just heading up the river to the town. And fingers crossed, arrival in about half an hour. It's been a really lovely, easy journey so far. I guess we're not there yet, but it's been really enjoyable. And if you told me a couple of years ago I'd be sailing to France, I would have laughed in your face. So we're pretty chuffed with ourselves. And I say kudos to the skipper.
That's very sweet, but I reckon sailing really is a team sport, so it's equal credit all round. A couple of miles upriver, we're approaching the marina and await final instructions from the harbour launch. They direct us to a berth alongside another cruising couple. We've made it across the channel and settle in for the night. Next morning, we decide to explore the local countryside.
Here we are, we've rented these trusty little electric bikes for €19 a day, and we're going to go on a little adventure through the countryside to try to find Paimpol, which is a historic port town, supposed to be very cute, so we'll see how that goes.
After quite a few wrong turns, we finally make it.
Well, here we are in a little bar on the port in Paimpol. It's very sweet, and we cycled here. Got completely lost in the countryside using a regular old style map, and it's great.
Bon appetit! After a great lunch, we cycle back to Les Adreux and Gancia Girl. Our original plan is to keep exploring the small marinas along the Brittany coast for the next few days. But checking the weather, we can see the wind is going to shift to the northwest for the foreseeable future. Mindful of our experience on the Isles of Scilly, we decide to cut our time short. Next morning, we head back to Guernsey after just a couple of nights in Brittany.